fire of batting here. You got the fire handle. This is the switch or sweep text. You just have to press and you get this white sweep light illuminated from the either side where we are pressed. Then you have this shaft indication, what side forward and off whenever you are selecting manually. And then you have the fire best, the knob, and forward on the lower side, fire on the upper side. So there is a procedure for the best. Two identically in fire panel with the fire handle accorded to control the fire detection and extinguishing. One parallel composing gentleman have the one pimples engine go. That is the basic switches and function of ATR. Then we talk about each are investigated. Change in fire handle. Number one, the handle integrates an engine fire warning light. The light comes on red and the fire FWS is activated as long as the respective engine fire warning is activated. So, and independently of handle position. So whether it is pressed in or pulled out, the light will be there until the fire indication is there in the engine. The light goes off when the temperature detected by the loop drops below warning threshold. So whichever is speaking, the mind of preset temperature is there, the light will illuminate, and if he be there and below the temperature doesn't drop below key, please set temperature. And then the letters 2 position, normal position, right connect the lock and pull. So it is pressed in and pulled. If you pull, there are so many things happens within the engine. And if it is pressed in, it is in little off position with the help of wire. There's a lock on the top, which is wired. Whenever you want to use, you have to pull the lock and then pull the handle down. And pulling the handle electrically causes the respective engine propeller feathering. Number one, there are many things happen whenever you pull a fire handle. So first thing is feathering. So that is you want to reduce the RPM or the rotation of the propeller. So you must have seen whenever there's a fire in air, when you pull the fire handle, checklist says to wait for 10 seconds, and on the ground it doesn't ask for to wait for 10 seconds. So on the ground, the fire happens, we stop the aircraft, pull the fire handle, and this says number one is indirectly. But in air, whenever fire occurs, you pull the fire handle and wait for 10 seconds for an Agent 1, and you wait for around 30 seconds for Agent 2. So what do you think? What is the reason for this 10 seconds in air and does not delay on ground? I would say it would be the time for the fire to extinguish, or the time for the time for the detectors to I would say like confirm that the fire is not operating anymore. No, see, the question is, the fire is already there, you got the warning. Oh yeah, now you pull your fire handle. Yes. So in air, when you're flying, fire occurs, you pull fire handle, and the checklist says wait for 10 seconds before extinguishing Agent 1. Yes, must on the ground, it doesn't say to wait for 10 seconds. The moment you pull your fire handle, you have to press Agent 1. Yes. So the 10 seconds delay in air, what may be the reason? That's a very good question. I don't know. Yeah. So for 10 seconds, basically when you see your first point, when you pull fire handle, the propeller feathering. Feathering means is helping you to reduce the RPM, right? Yeah. This is the basic requirement to feather If you are reducing drag on the failed engine or in the engine with the fire, and there's a less airflow flowing over the engine. Once the propeller is feathered, there's a less airflow going over the wing, over the engine. Pardon. So 10 seconds, let's say you pull the fire handle, and you wait for 10 seconds. So the prop is feathered. The airflow is reduced. If you don't wait for 10 seconds, and just the moment you pull your fire handle, you press agent. So the agent is what is kind of powder, like and the fall of powder. So if there's so much airflow from the propeller, that powder or the agent will be thrown out of the engine in atmosphere, and it will not affect the fire. It won't be that effective. Saying exact proper technical word, well, as per BFCOM, it says to reduce nacelle ventilation. So the fire is inside the engine, and you you discharge the bottle. Now, that agent is working on fire. If you have a high flow of air, the agent will blow a bit. It won't be that effective to extinguish the fire. So once you reduce the propeller RPM, the airflow is less over the engine, and the agent can work on the fire effectively. It won't be taken out with that flow of air. So that is the reason for, will the aircraft is also moving. There's a contiguous airflow, right? So that is the reason here to wait for 10 seconds, so the RPM of propeller, reduces, and there's a less airflow on the engine. On ground, you're already stopped. So there's the airflow moving. Very, very less air moving, going in the engines. Your electrode is already stopped. So you can directly discharge agent on down. You don't have to wait for 10 seconds. You can cross it with B checklist also later on. Okay. I think I understand. Yeah. And then second point, what happens is fuel engine LP all close. So when the engine fuel low pressure shut-off valve flows, the fuel supply to the associated engine is stopped. Fire handle backup means to shut down the engine, right? So you shut down the engine with the help of condition lever. But here, the fire handle is also there, which closes LP valve. And with help of condition lever, which valve you are closing. You're closing HP once with a pop for condition lever. And then air bleed one, HP1. The moment you pull your fire handle, the bleed will be in fault. De-icing will not be available. Electrical accident will be CGNB activation or the respective engine, and alert script light will be illuminated on the FIR affected engine. So these are the only things which happen when you pull a fire handle or any of the engines. So basically, you are isolating, and you are the system for air, de-icing, electrical, everything is not relevant. Then it is recorded from with the help of BTC from the another remaining engine. So then you have a script test push button. Script test push can control the test of the TV and the discharge heads and their integral circuit. As I said, when pressed with the respective engine fire in normal position, the two script lights comes on, its leads and circuits are operated. So this is what it ensures the function of fire extinguisher whenever it is best. Further, the agent push button. Agent push button controls the ignition of free band resultant discharge of fire extinguisher bottled. Your orientation clip. The light comes on white when the Indian fire handle is pulled to facilitate identification of the agent. push button that can be activated. Discharge indication, the light comes on amber when the alerted fire extinguisher waterless. B push light after discharge. So there is a automatic time verb whenever you pull the fire handle. Any idea? Well, do you see that thing? And you can see the timer on the product E, the menu G. Yes, you can see on either the right bottom. Yes. The discharge that comes on the non-affected engine fire pattern to facilitate iron brakes. Now, the slave purple as they discuss on the and many a low push button. You do push button enables the activation of aural and visual alert when the fire decision control unit before the related loop generates a fire signal or fault signal. If it's pressed in, aural and visual alert are activated when a fire and fault signal is generated by the fire griffin control, meaning of the related loop. If it's off, then you do it manually. Aural and visual alerts are inhibited, or better that you do. The off light comes on by loop, label it is head up, irregularity.